So, hello you guys. I'm back again this time with a delicious eat instead of a tasty treat. Although this can be both. Meatloaf. I know what you're thinking. There's hundreds of recipes for meatloafs, and there are. But this one is a quick, easy, and delicious recipe for meatloaf. Okay, let's get started. So I'm using two different types of meat, and you could use one. You could use all ground beef if you want. But I have some veal, and I thought, why not? So, and go to veal. And this is ground beef, and I have about a pound and a half. More measurements and ingredients will be in the description box. Okay, and to that I'm going to add, again, everything have to be quick and easy with me, garlic, because you really just want to get a nice meal on the table for your family and you don't want it to take too long. Okay, so we have the garlic and onion powder, and I'm using about a tablespoon and a half. Again, measurements would be below. Black pepper, and if you don't like black pepper, you can omit this part. You don't have to. And I'm gonna stop with that. About a teaspoon. And adobo. And I'm using the adobo without black pepper because we already put black pepper in. And I'm just going to give a sprinkle. Okay. And did I tell you this is an Did I tell you this is an Italian inspired meatloaf? Italian seasoning. You just want something a little bit different. And I know other meatloafs put a lot of vegetables in it. And this is not a vegetable loaf, so you don't need to do that. And here's a secret ingredient, Worcestershire sauce, Lee and Penryn. It really brings a nice flavor to the beef. And again, a few sprinkles of that. And it can't be Italian without tomato sauce. And I'm using about a half a cup. And this will actually help keep the meatloaf moist without all of the vegetables or crackers, like I know some people put in. And here we go, mozzarella. Remember, Italian inspired meatloaf. So I have to have the mozzarella. But if you didn't like mozzarella, you could put Parmesan cheese or any cheese you really like. And I'm gonna use about, I'm gonna say a half a cup. But if you want to use a whole cup, you can. Okay. And sorry about that. Eggs. I almost forgot. You have to put eggs in, else it would just fall apart. And that's not a good eat. A delicious eat or tasty treat. 1 egg. And 2. But I think I'm going to put more than 2 because I hate to have a meatloaf that just falls apart. So just give me 1 second to get some more eggs. Okay. I'm going to put in 4 eggs to make sure this actually holds. You ever try to pick up a meatloaf and it falls apart on you? I hate that. Okay, now here comes the part. Clean hands. Your best tool in the kitchen, and we're just going to break this up. And you want the meat to be room temperature. You don't want it to be too cold, so try to take it out the refrigerator or the freezer maybe a half an hour before or an hour. And we're just going to keep mixing until everything is thoroughly mixed. And once it is, we'll stop because we don't want to over mix. You can over mix. Okay, and begin to fold it on itself. Okay, sorry about that camera. Okay, now I'm gonna give my hand a quick wash. And I'm gonna put it in this bowl. Now this cooked pretty fast. You could put it in the oven at 350 to 400 for about, I would say 35 minutes to 40 minutes. The first 20 minutes you want to cook uncovered, and the next 10 to 15 minutes covered. Okay, so now let's begin to shape our meatloaf. Okay, let me try to fix that camera for you. I think that's a little bit better. And I'm trying to shape it into a loaf, but you can do any shape you want. Okay, one more quick rinse with my hands. And you know how most people top this off with tomato sauce? Well, I'm actually going to use my favorite barbecue sauce, but you can use yours. Whatever favorite barbecue sauce you like, or if you like to put ketchup, you can still put ketchup. But I like a little treat for my family, and I'm just spreading it all over. And again, I'm going to put this in the oven at 350. Each person oven is different, so 350 for 35 to 40 minutes. I would check it after 30 minutes. Okay, in the oven it goes. Okay, so there you have it, a delicious and tasty meal. Meatloaf, Italian inspired. Please try this meal for your family. I'm sure they will grow to love the meatloaf. It's not a veggie loaf, so you don't have to worry about chopping a lot of vegetables. Take a minute and hit the subscribe button. It really helps the channel. It's free, costs absolutely nothing. Until next time, enjoy.